Hey, Onya Mark Community. I've got a really interesting topic for you today. And for anyone who's obsessed with TikTok, short form content, reels, or whatever that may look like for you, you will want to listen up because TikTok just surpassed YouTube in viewing time per user, which is a huge, huge deal. So, from your content marketing plan or whatever it looks like for you on social media, you will want to listen up. So, hey, I'm Ashley. I'm on your mic. On your mic, get set and listen. Okay, so let's just go ahead and rewind a little bit. What is viewing time? What is the significance of TikTok surpassing YouTube in viewing time? So, at a really high level, this basically is communicating that there are more people spending more time on TikTok than they are on YouTube on a per user basis, which is shocking, okay? Because keep in mind, most of YouTube's videos are geared toward and they're based on longer form content, okay? Meaning that, people are going on YouTube, they're searching for certain things that they want to watch, and historically, they've spent longer time on the platform per user because the video content is longer. And it sounds crazy because, as you may know, TikTok videos are relatively short, many shorter than 3 minutes. And so it is fascinating. And this milestone has really been described as the upending streaming and the social landscape because everyone is taking notice. And so again, YouTube is still the leader in overall time spent, not per user. But regardless, the time per user, the time per user is up on TikTok. And this is really notable because in the last year, we have seen this app rise to fame, and so many new users, particularly Gen Z, have been hooked. But not to mention, what's actually really impressive is that it surpassed YouTube's traditional 10-minute videos by only allowing 3-minute maximum increments. It is crazy to me that a platform with way shorter viewing time could still be performing this well, and yet here we are. So of course, there's going to be a lot to unpack here. But again, apps with TikTok and live streaming are responsible for increasing the money spent on content creators. And so it's no wonder that, of course, this metric is really, really important to different social media networks because remember, social networks get paid off of the amount of time people are spending on those platforms. Advertising is the number one cost that can really, or the number one profit maker for these social media content companies. And so it's no wonder that it's really important to nail in this organic strategy because the longer people are on the platform, the more they are able to be advertised to, and therefore the more money advertising companies can make. And so it makes sense because one of the factors that TikTok is doing differently is that they invest back in a lot of their content creators because they're trying to create even more brand recognition. And so an example of this would be someone that was filming himself skateboarding and listening to Dreams, drinking a bottle of Ocean Breeze, right? People are spending money and investing back on people to create amazing content because then they don't even have to spend as much on advertising. And so as a result, this short form quality content, when done well, is king. And it has an organic reach unlike any other advertising platform can hit. Speaking from someone that is an advertising expert, okay? And so you're probably wondering, okay, that's great, Ashley. There's a lot of information here. I share all this information with you because I want to help you understand how significant this is. That again, TikTok in just 2 years would be surpassing YouTube. But it's critical to understand this because again, even though YouTube has longer videos, the fact that this many people are on TikTok means that one, likely you should probably consider it as a part of your 2022 strategy. But two, short form content is clearly here to stay. And so you might be on the fence with creating a TikTok account, and there are a lot of companies that are on the app and they just don't know how to get the traffic that they're hoping for. But one of the reasons for this and why so many companies are struggling, and what this again means for you too as you're creating content, is that TikTok is thriving on genuine and relatable content. And so the brands that show their heart and passion in their videos performs better. And so, with this in mind, with TikTok again surpassing YouTube in viewership, it's really important to note the distinct differences between TikTok and other platforms. This is your kind of wake up call, and this is the note to help you remember that this content needs to probably be better than just your traditional educational post that you would throw up on social media. It's got to be human. I know for me, I had a video go semi viral, and it was something that I created as a joke for my friends. It was not according to any trend. It was not scripted. It wasn't me trying to hack the algorithm. It was simply me creating a video for my good friends and family, making a joke about what it's like to have a new mom life. And sure enough, this video outperformed by leaps and bounds every other piece of content on my account. And while YouTube is fantastic and it provides insight and instruction for the most part and really acts as its own search engine, a lot of users are going on TikTok to be entertained, for connection on this social network. Therefore, it means that creating genuine and relatable content about behind the scenes with your brand, having fun interactions with your products, what your services can offer, this is going to be the indicator that allows your content to perform better. And so achieving this can be done in a lot of ways and can be carried out across all of your other social media platforms as well, not just TikTok, so that you're not stuck creating content for one platform. For example, humor, behind the scenes glimpses, and storytelling can capture people's attention. This is why restaurant owners are really increasing their engagement by filming baked goods literally coming out of people's mouths and, taking trips to the market for fresh produce. These are really, really intentional ways to create more interest and to create eyeballs on their content in a way that feels authentic, that feels relatable, not just another scripted video that feels so much like an advertisement. And so the piece here to remember that most people miss is that your engagement on these platforms is going to be critical. And so engaging with your audience, looking at the data to make sure that what you're posting resonates, really trying to look at the people that would fall into your persona and who they're following on TikTok, and really creating and bridging that content to your niche is really important. For instance, one of the best things that you can try right now is to be encouraged and to find influencers that may or may not be in the same industry or the same niche as you. This is going to allow you to look at trends globally and not just as a niche, and it can become anyone's game, because if you can find something to capitalize on and be the person that is known for doing that, it's going to make you more memorable. The other thing you can do again is embrace trends and viral challenges, and just like Chipotle started their guac dance, okay? And so the thing to remember here is that TikTok's not going away. It is driving a complete revolution of content unlike we have seen before. And the viewership increasing number just continues to show the importance and the need for this type of content. I say this, and a lot of people have said this, so of course I'm not taking credit for this, but the pandemic has really sped up the overall user experience on social networks because people are online far more often than they've ever been before. And as a result, people are less susceptible from seeing and being marketed to in the same ways that they were. And when it comes to your content marketing, you have to be different. You have to try things. You have to stand out. Otherwise, it's going to blend in with everyone else. And while there's value to having that cornerstone pillar content that's going to be educational, the key for growth and the key for new followers and more reach outside of advertising is going to be by leveraging content that your audience wants to see and wants to watch. And you can't leverage that and create that type of authentic connection and trust simply by finding another influencer in your space and copying their strategy verbatim. Sure, there are corners and there's pillars that can be replicated, but it's really important that you try to stand out with what's true to your personality and what other brands are seeing effective. So that is all I have today. But if you take away one thing, it's that short form content is here to stay, and you have an opportunity to get in while it is still hot and while it is still young for your business and really capitalize on it from a marketing and a brand perspective. So that's all I have for you. I would love to know, what is the most valuable lesson or takeaway that you got from this episode? Be sure to leave a comment, send us a message, or tell us what you thought in our free Facebook group. But until next week, I'm Ashley. Onya Mike, get set, grow.